Hey everybody, I'm up on my redneck drone. I'm setting T-posts by myself. Not easy. I did 4 in that row right there. And then this is my last one, and I've got 2 more into my shadow there. So I'm doing 7. Now yesterday, I said that I didn't want to call attention to myself by burning a bonfire. And then today, I'm in my front yard up on a ladder, hammering T-posts with a maul, and I'm sure everybody riding by is wondering what the heck is going on. But that's what I'm doing. I'm using my 2.5 pound maul. I'm using it just to kind of tamp down the post until I can get it firm enough to where I can come back with my 8 pound maul, which is significantly bigger and it's heavier. And I can come back with it and drive the post all the way into the ground. And I've done a good job with that. I've gotten them all the way in the ground. I've been able to sink the little arrow at the bottom all the way. So I'm doing a good job. With this one, I just have to kind of hold it up and then let it fall on the T-post. It's kind of heavy for me to be swinging. I don't want to be swinging it while I'm up on a ladder anyway. So it's doing the job. I'm just kind of letting it fall to the top of the T-post with a big thud. Drive it in the ground, and I finished. I got all 7 done now. It would probably be a lot easier to get a post hole driver and hammer these posts in, but I don't have a lot of upper body strength and arm strength, and you need that if you're going to use a post hole driver. I have one. When I used to clean houses there for a little while, and one of the people that I cleaned houses for gave me a little bonus one time, over and above what she was paying me to clean for my birthday. And I told her, I said, oh, I'm going to take this and get me a post hole driver. And she was kind of like, okay, whatever. But I wanted one at the time. I wanted one so bad to be able to put posts in for my garden and to do it myself. What I have discovered, though, is just for me, for my strength, it's not the best idea. I've joked that you feel like you're going to pop a kidney when you use it, and that's how I feel. It's a little too much for my stomach and my strength and my arms. When I put those in the other day, I think I might have said on my video, oh, I got these posts by my carport for my maybe pole beans, maybe tomatoes. We're going to have to see what grows there. But what happened was I started putting them myself. I was working on one, and I tried to use the post hole driver, just, felt like I could do it, and I wasn't getting anywhere. So I got up on a step stool and I started hammering them in with a maul. Well, my son drove up and saw me, and he's like, Mom, I can do that quick. And probably in about 7 minutes, he had all 6 posts driven in the ground. It was so hard on me to get the post to even move an inch using the post hole driver that I thought it was broke. I told my son, I said, I thought this was a piece of junk and the spring had broken it or something. And he said, no, it was me. So that's okay. He helped me that day, but he's not home today. And I just wanted to get this done. So I'm working on it right now. And I'm sure every guy driving by in a truck, seeing me up on this step ladder with a maul, is probably saying, boy, that girl needs to get her a post hole driver. So it's been funny. I'm trying to get these done, though, on a Sunday so that I'm not out in my front yard a whole lot working on this later during the week. I just wanted to knock it out today. There's a little traffic, but mostly it's pretty quiet today. Pretty quiet. No, nothing going on around here. So that's what I'm doing. That's my goal today. I'm going to get her done. So this is where I'm going to try to have my little organic pole bean hedge. This is one of my azalea limbs that I trim the leaves off of. So what you do is you put the base of the stick in one of the trenches. You would do the same thing on the other side. And then the stick will come up. Right now I have it leaning against this post, but theoretically what it'll do is it'll lean against the wire going across here, and that'll give it some stability. But then you take small pieces of wire and you wind them around your branches that stick off, and you wind them to the wire itself. So that keeps your branch from going back and forth. It'll just kind of be stable. And you do that with all the different branches you have. Not all of mine are this tall and skinny. I just grabbed the first one I saw out of the pile. Some of them have branches that come up this way and go tall. Some of them will branch out. So the pole beans should have plenty of things to grab onto. You can even put another piece of wire down low if you wanted to, but I really want them to grab onto these post of the azalea bushes. That's what I want them to grab onto and grow. There'll be a lot of those along here. There'll be a lot of those. So this is just one, and it looks kind of lean right now, but there'll be a lot of those for them to climb up on. And what you do is when you get all these sticks that are at the top that are going every which direction, you can take different ones of those and take, like, say, two, one from this stick and one from another stick, and use a little small piece of wire, and not only wire them together, but wire the both of them to the piece of wire that goes horizontally across here. So that gives it even more stability to stand weather and to just stand the weight of the pole beans, because the pole beans can really want to pull them down sometimes. I got this idea for doing the 2 trenches from Will Bonsall's book. This is what he does for all of his pole beans. Now, he uses real little tree trunk things here, and he uses real sticks that go across here. I'm just going to use some industrial wire. That's what I have, and that's what I'm going to use. The way he does his is this post here is set up in such a way that it's got like an arc, and his piece of wood sits in his little V and goes across to another V and another V and another V. And he actually puts his posts only about 4 feet apart, because that's how he's doing it, using all the wood sticks like that. But I'm using these metal T-posts. They're pretty sturdy in the ground. I'm going to use industrial wire across the top, but I am going to go organic with the actual poles that the pole beans will grow on. And what you do is you just go ahead and plant your pole beans in the ground and cover this end of this stick up, and all the sticks that you're going to have along here, you cover them up at the same time. So you're planting your beans and you're setting your sticks in a little dirt to give them some more stability from being able to move at the bottom. You'll anchor them at the top, and then you'll kind of have dirt healed up on them at the bottom to keep them from moving. Go on and plant your pole beans at the same time. And you don't just say, okay, I'm going to start here with a pole bean and I'm going to go every 3 inches all the way across. What you do is, wherever your sticks are, around that stick, you'll plant, say, 6 to 8 pole beans. If the next stick is here, you kind of do the same thing. If you have some sticks really close together, just use your judgment. You don't want to overcrowd all the beans, but that's what you do. You don't just plant them like you would in a row where you had hortonova netting or something. You have to plant them where they're going to have something to climb up on. So that's what I'm working on this evening. I'm having fun. I'm just having fun. This is Lainey from Hilltop Home Place. Y'all have a great evening. Bye-bye.